Back in Week 10, the Bills lost a blowout in their first matchup against the Jets. Can New York finish the sweep? Find out next on EA Sports.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Buffalo Bills. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come in just in an absolute freefall, losers of 7 in a row.
And this is where you turn to your best players and look at them and say, can you guide us out of this? We've got to be better than what we've shown.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Taking in at the 3. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Allen off the play fake. Now he steps away.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
First down, Bills.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So that'll back him up 5. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And oh, that nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way he wanted to start this ball game as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Looking to throw. Sherman. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Sherman. And this one is incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for a sack. Quentin Williams, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and that's off the mark, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything. Every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On 3rd down, Sherman. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Diggs with a good footwork. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 7 yards to pick up there.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there for the Bills.
Brandon, that was a nice route that time. Lined him up on the right and worked his way all the way across the formation. One of the toughest routes to cover because you keep waiting for the ball to be thrown or for him to break something off. He goes all the way across the field, right to left, for a big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Five yards remain on 2nd down.
Allen going to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
Singletary, they'll run for it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Devin Singletary,
his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So a big decision there to go on 4th down. Gets him not only the first, but gets him the touchdown as well.
And Brandon, you and I know that all these coaches tell us if every play is executed the way it's designed, it goes for a touchdown. But let's be honest, they were shooting for the first down on that one, and boy, were they fortunate to take it all the way in.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out now come the Jets. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw right side, caught by Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll run with Carter. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. On 1st down, right back to Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10. And it was the Jets winning on the road, so they're looking to finish off the sweep here now at MetLife Stadium. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Sherman. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. 2nd and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. A handoff for Carter. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Sherman toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Blankenship's kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
Second quarter here, he has only 1 catch, but they have the lead. You got to think there's going to be more involved at some point.
That's what you would expect, but sometimes what defenses do to take away a player of his magnitude, it costs them in other areas. And right now, with them losing, they may have to change their focus, and maybe he will open up a little bit more as the game goes on.
Well, so far, just the single catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To throw on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete as well.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
New York's offense back out there and set to go.
And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Sherman.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. And Davis with it left side. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down, Buffalo. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move, to influence the defensive front, to go in that direction. and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him. Sat there waiting for him and made the play.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That's caught inside the 20. And deep he goes into Jets territory before being taken down. A big play here for Buffalo. So there's the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And I'm really not sure what was more impressive about that throw. Was it the distance travel or the accuracy involved? Because I'm going to tell you straight up, when you're trying to hit a guy in stride that far downfield, there's nothing easy about it. But he sure made it look easy there.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. On play action. Allen. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to illustrate just how quickly a quarterback has to process everything as he was on the ground in under 3 seconds, 2.9 to be precise.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. But good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
To throw on 3rd down, Sherman. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. On 1st down, Sherman looking downfield for Godwin. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bills to take over. They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Bills on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The New York set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we just saw the recipe for success right there. Big body, strong, agile, playing with great leverage in hands. Not really able to be blocked on that play. Close things down inside.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. And that's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw. Sherman. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Davis. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Carter. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. First down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Allen hit. He lost the football. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen.
Singletary loses it.
And it's scooped up by the Jets. The big fella, 30. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure.
And now before the ball changes hands, you're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question
question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So that challenge, a successful one. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. So we have reached halftime here at a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll start with another matchup between two teams that played 2 great Super Bowls. The New York Giants heading up to take on New England. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. From there, let's stay in the Midwest and head down to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. Patrick Mahomes has thrown a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Myles Gaskin, the lone touchdown there as he's cashed one in on the ground. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they were able to have some success throwing the football against the secondary. Look for that to continue as they try to break this deadlock. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they too found some success throwing the football. But I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he returns this to the 22. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. We'll check on his status when we get back. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. The defense pushing the run game back on the first play of the 3rd quarter.
But I don't think that means abandoning the run totally. Sometimes you just have to focus on execution, right? They always talk about players, not plays. Well, tell your players to block a little bit better, and maybe the ground game can get going.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Sherman. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The quarterback, Josh Allen, the focus of our players' spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
Allen off the play fake. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Singletary again. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. To the air, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. That catch good for only a couple. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and you worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and the Bills have taken the lead. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Takes it at the 7. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They'll start on the ground. Carter. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Another run on second down with Carter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. This will be caught by Brown. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
And I think they're defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Sherman. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Sherman looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 15.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. And down he'll go at the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And that's another big-time run. And it sure looks like the leverage game is being won by the offensive line. They're the low man on just about every snap, and they're winning, pushing back the defensive front and creating great space for their runners.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Working with a 2nd and 3. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Throwing now is Allen. Uncorks one for Davis. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Bradley Pinion now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. So a change of possession here on the punt.
New York ready to go again offensively. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Now Carter to start the drive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw. Sherman. Brown has the first down and much more. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Draw play, Carter.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Sherman. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we'll make this a 4-point game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Takes it at the 7.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. A pass there over the middle to start things out. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Allen going to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 39. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. And finding Davis here, the tight end. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you're 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The offense for the Jets ready to take over. But they can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down, and, of course, you put another touchdown.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Bills have recovered.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. And time to see what this offense has left in the tank. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, he's going to float this one deep right side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big gain there for the Bills.
Hey, you're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen. And this is incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen.
Checks that one down, complete to Moss.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And again, it's Allen. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman, a quick throw, but incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Sherman.
He'll drop this underneath to Carter.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on 3rd down. Sherman. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Gregory Rousseau
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd down and 4, Allen.
He'll get this out wide to Singletary.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, that one's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Allen's throw is complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Throwing is Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40, the 30, the 20. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Carter. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll go again with Carter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. They'll run with Carter. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And they take a knee. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
So for the Jets, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.